Hello! So, sorry that this video is going to you a little late, guys, but yeah, another year has come and gone, so it's time to reflect and think about what the best movies of 2017 were. 2017 has actually been a terrific year for cinema. It was a good year for horror with films like It and Get Out making a really big splash. There were some genuine surprises, both good and bad. Wonder Woman turned out to be a smash hit, both critically and commercially, and a great step forward showing that women can lead amazing big Hollywood blockbusters. And then there's The Last Jedi, which turned out to be more polarizing than Darren Aronofsky's Mother. It's certainly been a surprising year, but it's been a great year for cinema, I think, and yeah, here are my top 10 movies of 2017. Just a couple things. I haven't seen all the films that I wanted to see this year. I actually missed Blade Runner 2049. I still haven't seen it. So yes, if you think that film should have made this list, I'm sorry it hasn't, because yeah, I haven't actually seen it and I'm kind of beating myself up for not having seen it yet, because there's a good chance it probably could have made this list. Secondly, another thing I should mention is that only films that were released in the UK from the 1st of January to the 31st of December 2017 can qualify for this list. So films like Three Billboards Outside of Ebbing, Missouri, The Post, The Shape of Water, and Lady Bird can't qualify for this list, but yeah, they will be considered for my top 10 films of 2018 when I do this video again the same time next year. And finally, these are my personal favorite films of the year, okay? So they're not necessarily going to be the best critically received films of the year, and they probably won't align with your favorite films of the year. You might agree with some, you might disagree with others, but hey, remember, this is just my top 10, okay? And it's okay, we all have different tastes. But these films are the ones that I love the most, that I will watch over and over again, that either surprised me or surpassed my expectations, or I just ended up gushing about. And if your favorite film hasn't made the list, just let me know in the comment section below what it is. Of course, there are a bunch of films that didn't quite make the list, but yeah, there's some honorable mentions that I think do deserve some praise, and they include Wonder Woman, the Lego Batman movie, It, Star Wars, The Last Jedi, Spider-Man Homecoming, and Baby Driver. So, shall we get started? 9 out of 10 of these films I have reviewed on my channel, so if you want to know my full thoughts and analysis on those films, then yeah, there is a link below in the description. I'm just going to talk about these movies really quick and really fast, because otherwise this video would go on forever. And the one film on this list that I haven't reviewed, if you guys really want me to go into depth about it with a full-on review, please let me know in the comment section below. If there's enough of a demand for it, I will find time to do it and give you a proper review of it. Right, so kicking off the list at number 10 is The Greatest Showman. Not beloved by critics, but certainly beloved by me. This musical biopic about P.T. Barnum was everything that I wanted it to be. Encapsulating and exhilarating. The soundtrack was phenomenal, the choreography was some of the best I've seen in film in a very long time. The performances were awesome all around, from Hugh Jackman, Zac Efron, Rebecca Hall, Michelle Williams, and Zendaya. It's a film that made me feel alive, and it felt like you were watching a West End show for the price of a cinema ticket. It's easy viewing, lovingly crafted, and a whole lot of fun. So, coming in at number 9 is the sleeper hit of 2017, and the film that made me like Robert Pattinson. Yep, it is the Safdie brothers' Good Time. The stylish crime thriller about a sleazy conman trying to rescue his brother from prison is a pulsating, neon-lit joyride. Robert Pattinson delivers a nuanced, multi-layered performance as Connie, one that showcases Pattinson to maximum effect. I've only come to love this film even more on reflection, and oh my god, I can't recommend this one enough to people, because not enough people have seen this one. Watch it, alright? Then we can talk about it! So coming in at number 8 is the only film on this list that I haven't reviewed, so yeah, if you really want a full analysis, I will give it to you. Just let me know in the comments section below if you do, okay? So coming in at number 8 is the only film on this list which I didn't actually have time to review, and it is the genre-defying Logan. Hugh Jackman's second entry on this list is a perfect farewell to a character that he has been portraying for the last 17 years of his life. Part superhero movie, part road trip movie, and part western, Logan is a genre-blending character study with amazing payoff. It's emotional, the action is gritty, it's got good humor in it, and the performances all around are of the highest caliber. In fact, if Logan wasn't a superhero movie, this film would probably be in contention for Academy Awards. It's that good. Next on the list at number 7 is one that you'll either love or hate me for, and it's Darren Aronofsky's Mother, the most Marmite movie of 2017, after The Last Jedi. This film came out like 6 months ago, and I swear to God, I still think about this movie like practically every day, okay? No other movie of 2017 has lingered in my mind as much as Mother. Darren Aronofsky is one of the most cerebral and thought-provoking auteurs of our lifetime, and Mother stands out as one of the most talked about films of 2017. Whether for good or for bad, it does start a dialogue. I spent ages debating with people at work why this film was a masterpiece, but some people said, no, it's shit, it's too artsy, it's too disturbing. But yeah, you should know what you're letting yourself in for when you go see Aronofsky's work. It's always shrouded in turmoil. This film challenges you, it pushes boundaries, and it gets you thinking once you've seen it. When I saw this film, I was put through an emotional ringer. The amount of feelings I felt watching this film is unparalleled to any other film of 2017. This film stands out, and whilst it is very divisive, what I experienced watching this film was so incredibly unique that it deserves a spot on this list. Because it's incomparable, this film. Right, so let's lighten things up now with number 6, and taking the 6th spot is the delightful dramedy, The Disaster Artist. James Franco's passion project about Tommy Wiseau was one of my most anticipated films of the year, and my god, it did not disappoint. The biopic showing us how the tragic film The Room came to be a cult hit was hilarious, touching, and unexpectedly inspiring. It's an underdog story with genuine laughs, and it brings a sense of sympathy to Tommy Wiseau, who is often a misunderstood man in Hollywood. But yeah, this film is an absolute gem. Ooh, top 5 now. It's getting exciting, isn't it? Taking number 5 on this list is Christopher Nolan's masterful Dunkirk, the most immersive movie of 2017, and a film that raises the benchmark for future blockbusters. When I saw this film back in May, it absolutely blew me away. A non-linear, multi-narrative retelling of the evacuation of 400,000 soldiers. Only Christopher Nolan could pull this off with such cerebral finesse. It's a transfixing experience watching this film, perfectly capturing the horror and heroism of war, and it puts you right there in the action. You feel the terror when you're on the beach, you hold your breath when you're in the water, and your tummy goes whoosh when you're in that Spitfire. I had a physiological reaction watching this film. Actual vertigo. Undoubtedly one of the best films of the year, and hopefully wins Best Picture at the Oscars this year. It's one of Christopher Nolan's finest, and it's undoubtedly a future classic. Right, moving on to number 4, and I genuinely think this was the movie that made me laugh the most this year. Thor Ragnarok. An absolute shot of adrenaline that the Thor franchise desperately needed. Taika Waititi's entry into the God of Thunder saga was the most fun I've had in the cinema all year. Somehow this film is overly cluttered with plot arcs, character development, and MCU setup, but impressively it's still very coherent and cohesive, whilst finding its own voice and identity in the whole MCU lineup. Easily the best of the Thor movies and delivers lots of zingers and great action, a phenomenal and formidable villain in the form of Cate Blanchett as Hela, and definitely one of the best that Marvel has ever produced, and I cannot wait to watch it again. Right, so final 3, and taking the bronze medal for my favourite films of 2017 is the masterpiece by Barry Jenkins, Moonlight. I actually almost forgot to put this on this list because I saw this movie so long ago that I thought it might have been last year that I saw it. But no, it turns out it was this year, and oh my god, it still has the same impact as it had when I saw it back then. The underdog movie that made Oscar history when it beat La La Land to the win for Best Picture. A rightfully deserved and much needed win for the unsung minorities of cinema who need to have their stories heard. The story of a gay black boy growing up in the modern day slums of Miami is one of simultaneous power and humility. It's a story so simple, honest, and true, yet has a volume that is louder than Glastonbury Festival. Barry Jenkins left an indelible mark on the entire landscape of cinema when he made Moonlight. This is a movie that is destined for the history books. Right, we're almost there, and taking the silver medal for my favourite movies of 2017 is the subversive horror comedy Get Out. Jordan Peele's satirical directorial debut was the runaway hit of 2017. Not often do I gush about horror movies, but Get Out actually had something to say, and it's easily one of the smartest and most thought-provoking films of 2017. The razor-sharp story about an African-American man meeting his white girlfriend's family was a genius commentary on passive racism, multicultural awkwardness, and white liberal attitudes in America. It's got a stellar ensemble cast and a star-making performance from Daniel Kaluuya. It's refreshingly original, supremely well written, and directed with precision. Thank you so much, Jordan Peele. I cannot wait to see what you do next. Right, so taking the gold medal for my favorite film of 2017 is the sun-drenched masterpiece by Luca Guadagnino, Call Me By Your Name. This film is so good, I don't know what we did to deserve it. Only rarely does a film like this move me in such an emotional, intimate, and personal way. Anything I can say here won't have been better said in my actual review, so if you want to hear me gush about this film, make sure to watch my actual review for this. But yeah, one thing that I did forget to mention in my actual review of Call Me By Your Name is that this film is definitely a film that you need to see before you die. Only so rarely do I say that about a film. I said it about Moonlight, and I definitely need to say it about Call Me By Your Name. I reserve that ranking for the highest of films. But Call Me By Your Name is completely worthy of that accolade, and it completely deserves my top spot of my favourite films of 2017. Woo! Right, there we go. My top 10 favourite films of 2017. But I want to know what your favourite films of 2017 are, guys. Be sure to let me know what your favourite films of 2017 were in the comment section below. And as for 2018, I'm going to be bringing you lots more content this year, lots more film reviews. So if you don't want to miss anything, be sure to click the subscribe button. It's right here, okay? It's right there. You know you want to. As always, thanks so much for watching, guys. For more things related to movies, TV, and popcorn culture, I'm Luke Hearfield, and I'll see you next time.